Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Taiwan. I'm not sure if this is your first time being here. Is this your first time being here? Yeah, for most of you, and teachers too? Okay, but I'm sure that our partner students and the teacher in our school or the host family will take good care of you and show you around. And I hope you enjoy this visiting. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm sorry. I'm a bio teacher in this school, Taipei First Girl High, and I'll be your teacher as well for the next following few hours of this bird watching tutorial class. Okay, let's see what we're going to learn. Okay, in the beginning of this class, we're going to learn how to be a decent birder. That is, to do no harm to birds when go bird watching, to avoid disturbing their daily life, to keep a low profile, and to prevent from scaring them away. This is the first thing we gotta do. And the second part, we gotta know how to use binoculars. Here are all the binoculars. I borrowed from my students. So you guys and girls, you have to take very good care of them, okay? Okay. As we know, the distance of our eyes are differ from each other, right? Like mine are wider, some are narrow, right? So we have to adjust the binocular to fit our two eyes. And also, the eyesight of both of our eyes are slightly different. You may have better eyesight in your left eye or right eye, right? So we have to learn how to adjust the binocular to get a clear image for everyone. Maybe I'll give you the binocular later. Not now, because if I give students the binocular now, later you won't be listening to me. Okay, later. Okay. And after the ethics and skill part, we'll be ready to know some common birds in Taiwan. I'll introduce you, I'll show you 30 birds commonly seen in Taiwan, and maybe some of them are also you could see in German. I'm not sure. You girls and guys will help me find out. Yeah. And after knowing these birds, you girls and guys will follow me to Da'an Forest Park. Did you ever go to Da'an Forest Park in district? No? Yeah. It's the biggest park in Taipei, not Taiwan. And yes, after all this ethics, skills, and knowledge part, we'll be ready to go outdoors. And the girls will probably follow me. Okay. Okay, I'm done with introduction. Any questions? No? No, then let's get our class started. The first part, the rules and etiquette. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. The rules and etiquette of birding. Instead of telling you what to follow, I think we should discuss in group. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 groups, and teacher feel free to. Is it still recording?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So we have 3 minutes for brainstorming. Please discuss what should we do and what we're not supposed to do when go bird watching. What to wear, what to do, what should we're not allowed to do. 3 minutes and 2 points, at least 2 points for each group. Okay, 2 points, and we'll take turn to present. 3 minutes. Discuss. 3 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. At least 2 points for each group. Internet is allowed. You guys already come up with 2 points. 1 more minute. 1 minute left. Ruf sie mal einfach kurz Musik von Invented an. Final countdown. 10 seconds. Okay, time's up. Time's up. Time's up. Okay, who's gonna present first? Which group gonna present first? You know, it's easier to be the first one because your ideas will be taken. Yeah. Please. Yeah. Don't kill the birds? Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. Yeah, some people they kill birds for eating, right? They take your ideas, right? No. Okay.
And the second one is listen to the sound from the birds to know where they are.
To recognize the bird's name. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. You?
The first one is to move slow and quiet.
Very important to move very slow and quiet. It's important. What's going on?
And don't scare them.
Yeah, don't scare them away.
Ja, stark am Risiko bis heute.
What? Yeah. So 2 points. Oh yes. When taking pictures, don't use flashlight. Right. Really. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, don't destroy their environment, their nest. Yeah, thank you. Very good point. Thank you. And? Oh yeah, don't try to feed them. How do you know that? Because most of us, we ever feed wild animals. I did too when I was a child, and my mom told me too. Yeah, so my mom told me that. So I don't know, it's not correct, it's not right. But you point that out. Don't feed wild animals. Very important. Why? Could anybody explain why should we feed wild animals?
Because they get used to they are quiet and they kind of survive.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I've seen some water mormon, a kind of water chicken. Anyways, people feed them a lot and they breed a lot. They have so many kids. And during winter, people no more go to the park and they starve to death. Many chicks that just dying there. Yeah, so I know it means a little chicken. Not that kind of chicken. Okay, thank you. What else point do you have? Yeah. Okay, done? Okay. No feeding wildlife. And for you, any points other than Oh, don't use flash. Yeah, dark color clothes. Yes, dark color clothes. I think you all qualified, except him, but it's okay. We're not going to see some very sensitive birds, but usually when we go to the forest, we avoid wearing bright colored clothes. It's okay. Today we're gonna see some ducks, egret. They are not afraid of any colors. Yeah. Okay, you're doing good. You guys and girls are good. Already came up with so many birding rules. Okay. Then now let's check on my slide to see some signs I collected about birding ethics. Yeah, that guy mentioned we should wear like earth tone colored clothes, and we should keep quiet in the low profile to prevent ourselves from scaring away, especially during brooding time. You know what is brooding period? Brooding means when parents are taking care of their kids. Yeah. Because sometimes if we make them feel unsafe, they might abandon their eggs or nestling. Because it's more efficient to lay eggs in other place rather than here, than to take care of these kids in danger. So they might abandon their kids. Okay, these 2 points you already mentioned. And what else? Okay, no feeding. Yeah, no feeding. Because they will be used to be fed, and also it's not good for their digestive system because it's not their natural prey or food. Okay, so may have harm to them. Also, this one is special. Not all of you girls or guys mentioned about it. Let me translate for you. No plain birds song. What does it mean? Some birders, they might make audio recordings of many bird songs, and when they go bird watching, they'll just play it out loud in the forest. Why? Why do they do so? Anyone guess?
Because maybe they think the other birds will understand and
Yes, will show up, especially for those birds we're rarely to see. They only have a small population, and we don't see them that often. So some birders might use this audio playback to attract them. Yeah, thank you. And when they do so, why is it bad for birds? Can anybody explain it? Could anybody explain why is audio playback bad for birds? We're just playing their songs. What's the bad? Why? Could anyone have a nice guess? What is it bad for birds? Why should we play their songs in the forest? No. If you are a kind of bird and you hear your companion sing out loud and you rush there to see a radio, many times after so many experiences, you didn't see any companion of your species. You only see a radio. What would you do next time when you hear the bird sound? You won't do anything, right? And this may leads to a reproduction problem because you confuse them. So we should avoid doing this, playing audio playback. A lot of people do it so. When I go bird watching, I see a lot of a lot of old men, they love to do so. I don't know why. And they just take pictures, very beautiful pictures. Okay, the last one. The last photo seemed to be a great piece, but I found something weird in this photo. Could anyone explain or know what the photographer, what trick the photographer played before he or she took this picture?
they don't see their
Yes. they're not in their nest. It's unnatural. So, in order to take this great masterpiece, the photographer might take out the nestling and put it here, so that the parents will feed them, and we can take a picture of it. So, not many people know about it, but we know now. And we might, before we know it, we might click on like on this photo on their Facebook. We might encourage them doing so. So next time when you see a masterpiece of amazing picture of wildlife, please make sure it's not done by this main trick before you click like. Okay? Okay, we're done the ethics part. Sorry for treating you like it's for your kids. Okay, second part. We're going to learn how to use binoculars. So now, pick up one binocular from that table. Yeah. Please move and pick up one. Our teachers, please put it on your neck. Teachers, please take very good care of these binoculars. I borrowed them from my students. Please. The camera is fine. Don't take the camera. Yeah. Everyone, do you have the binocular? Everyone. Okay, no. Oh, this one's better. This one's better. Yeah. It's the cheapest one. Okay. Anyone don't have a binocular right now? Okay. Just let it there, I think. Or it will fall again. Okay. First. We need a target to practice how to use a binocular. Some people, you can use this word as target. For the others, you can use, like you guys, you could use this word, small words, small Chinese characters as your target. Yeah, and let's practice. The first thing you need to do, please pay attention, it will be very skillful, is to adjust the two eyepieces. You know, the distance between our two eyes are different with the eyepieces. So for most of the binoculars, you can adjust the distance between two eyepieces. Try. And please take turns closing your left and right eyes, because you will see two fields. Take turns closing your left and right eyes. And if the left and right fields are slightly different, what does it mean? It means the distance between your two eyes is different with the distance between your eyepieces. So we have to adjust to make the distance between two eyepieces the same, exactly the same with the distance of your two eyes. If we align correctly our two eyes and two eyepieces, if they're aligned correctly, then the left and right fields will be completely overlapped to form a single circle. Try to take turns closing your left eye and right eye to check the fields. 左右眼交替闭啦，去检查一下两眼视野是否重合。没有，还没有要交替。We're not going to the focusing part. Later, we're going to the focusing part. Oh, so first make sure the distance is right. Okay, second, the most important, we're now trying to focusing now. Please pay attention to me. Please close your right eye. Close your right eye and focus with your left eye with the main focusing ring here in the center of the binocular. Close your right eye. Focus with your left eye with this main focusing ring. 闭眼右眼，对对。Yeah. Close your right eye. Watch through the binocular. Make the field clear by focusing your left eye with this main focusing ring. After this, later we close our left eye and how to focus with our right eye. For most binoculars, on the right eyepiece, there is a diopter adjustment ring. You can try to turn it. Close your left eye, focus with your right eye with the diopter adjustment ring. Okay, you maybe you could go to the back of the classroom or go to the front of the classroom and find a target and follow this instruction. Okay, feel free to move. Follow this instruction. Make yourself a clear image. 3 minutes practicing time. Hydrant is a good target. Usually birds won't be so close to us. So at least from the back to the front, like 5 meters away. Usually birds will be 5 meters or even far from you. I'm so sorry. Too close. You must be watching a dog, or you must fly away. Try a target which is like 5 meters away from you. Okay, 2 minutes left for practicing. Yeah, move around. Feel free to move around. And watch out of the window to see other targets. If you feel uncomfortable watching through your binocular, it means you didn't adjust the binoculars to fit your eyes. Either the distance is not right, or the focusing is right. It's like using a telescope or microscope. 1 more minute. If there's any problem, raise your hand and I'll help you. Too close. Birds will be so close. If there is a bell, please put it on your neck. to protect the binocular. I want to say sorry for my students. Yeah, sure. She said she wrote my class, right? No. Didn't tell you. Yeah. This is one of my students. Take my class, very watching class.
Nächste hier ist nicht so
One more minute for practicing. Any questions, just raise your hand. Or discuss with the neighbors. Maybe I will figure it. Oh yeah. The number on the schedule. Try to find different targets, bar targets. Okay, we don't have much time now. So that's the practicing now. After the ethics and skill part, now it's time for us to know some common birds in Taiwan. Do you have a QR code reader? This QR code reader can take us to a bird list I created last night. Yeah. There are around 30 or more birds in Taiwan in this bird list. So please use your smartphone to scan this QR code. If you don't have one, don't worry. Just make sure one of your members, group members, they got the bird list. Even more, you should take a picture of this QR code in case you might lost the link. Yeah, smart. Okay, I suppose all you guys and girls already linked to the bird list, right? Okay, let us change these words one by one. Oh no, that's who is she?
Marek, was für einen hast du? Das gibt einfach ein. Warten Sie bis runtergeladen ist und dann können Sie scannen. Ja, scannen öffnen steht.
Okay, I suppose all you guys and girls are now linked to this bird list, right? No? No?
Yes, yes.
Why? Okay. Because,
Wir haben auch ein Solo.
let me give you the QR code again to see how it works. Why? I'm sorry, I don't know why. So how many students in your group can get access for this? Only one. What is I'm sorry, I don't know why. Sometimes it just doesn't work for certain smartphones. Who cannot reach to the word list, please raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost half of students. Maybe. Okay. Let me try again. Good enough. Could anyone else send a link to these girls by your line or WeChat or whatever group? Does it work? Oh, and this one and yours? Oh, it's okay.
Max?
I'm sorry for those who cannot get access to the link. I don't know why either.
Max, kannst du was scannen?
Ich habe meine Acquaintance weg. Zeig mal.
Are you guys all connected to the Wi-Fi in our school?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not.
Musst du dann in den Morgen schreiben?
Does it work for you now? No? Yes? So, 2 of you, 3. Okay, thank you. Thank you. For those who cannot get access to the bird list, I'm sorry, but you can check your neighbor's smartphone, okay?
Und den anziehen.
Okay, we are getting to know these birds one by one, especially those I think you will definitely see in the Dawn Forest Park, okay? Okay, the first one, as you can see, is Chinese bulbul. It's the most commonly seen birds in Taiwan. I mean, northern Taiwan. It's the most commonly seen bird, called Chinese bulbul. And the second one, black bulbul. They're both bulbul, they're relatives. Even their colors are quite different, but their singing, and their way of flying, their posture when standing are exactly the same because they're relatives. By the way, don't feel pressure memorizing their names. It's not important. Names are just text. Just like we don't have to know each other's name to know each other, right? So instead of memorizing their name, observing their outlook, their behavior, and their interaction with other organisms and environment is much more interesting and meaningful. So don't feel pressure memorizing those names. Okay. This one we'll definitely see on the way to Dawn Forest Park. Okay, and this I'm not sure about it, but sometimes. And this one, this are all similar. They look similar. They all called.
Ich habe auch selber keine deutschen Kennzeichen.
For this white big thing with long neck, they're all egret. But we have little egret, great egret, even intermediate egret. What's the difference? You don't really have to know, but try find a difference among the three. This is three different kind of species. Great egret, intermediate egret, little egret. What's the difference? Oh, it's too dark. The beak is so different.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one is black.
Yes, little egret, the beak is black and the other two is yellow. The very important features to tell from each other. And then these two are so similar. Yeah. Yeah, one's much bigger. Yeah, that's true. This one's bigger than, but sometimes when we are watching them in a distance, you cannot tell the size. So there's another way to tell them from each other. But we're not professional. We don't need to know. The longer beak, great egret have longer beak, and intermediate egret have shorter beak. That's all. That's not an important thing. Anyways, you don't have to know that. You only have to know they're all egret. Quite big birds with long neck, they're all egret. Okay. And then this one, this is an egret too. But this egret is different, especially in summer. In summer, the hair becomes fluffy and yellow. The feathers and hair becomes yellow. It's called cattle egret. Now maybe they turn white back again, but I think they will be still a little bit yellow. Why is it called cattle egret? Because they like to stand on the cattle to eat on some insects on the cattle back. Right. Okay, now we're going to know some of egret's relatives. They're called heron. Heron. These are all heron. Heron and egret are so similar. You don't really have to tell them from each other. But heron, usually they have short neck. See, heron. They're all heron. Heron are short-haired egret. Some people say so. Yeah. This is night heron because they like to show out in the night, but not usually. And it has red eyes. This is the adult, and this is a night heron too. What's the difference? It's a teenager, just like you guys and girls. It's a teenager. Yeah. Do you think teenagers are cuter or adults? Adults, teenager. Yeah. Another kind of egret is called Malayan night heron. It's night heron too, but it's from Malayan. So we also have it. Malayan heron adults, Malayan heron teenager. Yes. And this is the greatest heron in Taiwan. Great heron. It's very, very big. It's even bigger than the great egret. Yeah. I suppose you guys and girls will definitely see this one. And some of this. And this one, night heron. I bet you will recognize it immediately after you see it. Yeah, it's very special. Yeah. And then, these are all starling. I don't like starling, but I have to introduce them to you. Starling are noisy. Starling are, I don't know, they always make noise when I was teaching in the classroom, outside the classroom. Ring, very noisy. And these starlings, most of them are invasive species. You know what invasive species is? Invasive species, first, they have to be introduced species. They come from other region, other country. They're introduced species. And they might compete with some native species to make them extinct or make them threatened, something like that. Okay. So most of these starlings are invasive species, but we cannot control it now. It's too many now. Like common starling, white-tailed starling. This one is our native starling, but almost extinct. I didn't see it for like, I haven't seen it for like 15 years. I'm old, sorry. I didn't tell you, I'm a mid-age person. I'm 42, okay, 43. Yeah. I have to tell you, or you guys won't be serious to me. I'm a mid-age teacher. 43. Serious, I can tell you that my friend's kids was in our school now. I mean, I'm a 43 years old mid-age person. I mean, 40 years ago, I've seen this first, but I haven't seen it for like 15 years. So I think it might extinct. Yeah, because these invasive species are too harsh. Yeah. And this one, being an invasive species, I like it because the scene of this bird I like it, and it's cute. It's called black polar starling. See, the black polar. Yeah, very cute. And these two are the same species. Guess why they're different? Same species. This is Asian glossy starling, and this is Asian glossy starling too. It's a teenager again. It's a teenager again. Yeah. Yes, glossy, dark, bright blue here with a red eye. Look evil, but none of these birds are evil, but it does look evil. Yeah, okay. Okay, these are all doves, right? Just knowing that these are all doves, different kind of doves. Doves are like pigeon, you know. They make sounds like grrr, 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 and walking on the ground. You all know the pigeon, right? Dove and pigeon are relatives. They're all doves. Spotted doves because there's spots on its neck. And this is called red because the body part is red. Color because they have a color, red colored dove. And this most commonly seen is Oriental turtle dove. It has scale like shiny feathers on its back. But I don't know why it's called Oriental turtle dove. Oriental turtle dove? I don't know why. Sorry. And this one will definitely see it. Okay, for the next 3 kinds of birds, they're relatives. They're all magpie. This one magpie. This Formosan blue magpie is our native species. They're beautiful. They're very noisy, very brutal. Yeah, it fight with snakes a lot. Yeah, and it kills other birds. It prey on other birds as well. It's like I don't know. And it's gray tree eye on their relative. They're all smart and noisy and feed and carnivore. They're all carnivore. These 3. They eat meat. Yeah, like squirrels baby, other birds baby, lizard, something like that. And leftover. Our students put leftover outside, and they're going to eat leftover. Yeah. And you'll definitely see these 2. Okay, next one. This one you gotta memorize his name because we will definitely see it. It's cute. It's called common warbler. He will walk on the leaf floating on a pound or a swing in a pound. It's very cute. And this is common warbler, and it's Nestle, black one. And these 2 are all common kingfishers. What's the difference? The boy just asked me, what's the difference? Could you tell? These 2 are all common kingfishers. This time it's not a teenager thing. Yeah, it's a girl and a boy. With the lipstick mark, this girl. I think the lower beak is red. It's a female. Yeah, and this is male. Usually males are prettier in natural, you know, because it has to please the female to get a reproduction chance. But for this bird, it's different. The female one is prettier with the lower big red. It's very pretty, but unfortunately, with so many people around me, we couldn't. It's very impossible for us to see it because it's a shy bird. So go bird watching in a small group is good. Yeah. And this one, Wheeler's barbet, it's very beautiful. In Chinese, we call it 5-color bird because it has 1 color: red, yellow, green, blue. What else? Black, I think. Anyway. And its sound is cute. It makes sounds like very cute. Maybe we have a chance to hear it sing. Okay. This one. Let's skip this one. I don't think we can see it in this season. This one is called Japanese white. I forgot. Please check for me. Japanese white what? White eye, because it has a white eye ring. It's a small one, and the sound is very beautiful. And it works, it acts in groups, in a group, so you can hear the sound, a group of it. And then, I don't think you can see the following. If we see any of the following birds, we are so lucky. I've ever seen in Down Forest Park, but not very often. Yeah. So I will. Yeah. Oh, ducks. Yeah. But yeah, maybe because in this season it will fly from the north to Taiwan. Maybe we could see 1 or 2. I'm not sure. Yeah, but not always. Right. It's called marbler. Yeah. Yeah. So we're not introducing the following birds. Okay. Any question? Oh, it's almost 2 p.m. So I think we should have a break to go to the restroom, find your natural card out, refill your water. You know where the restroom is? Restroom next door. And the water, do you know where it is? Yeah, water. So we will have a 5 minutes break, okay? And we'll be back here after 5 minutes, okay? Refill your water, get your natural card. We'll be back here like 4 p.m. at 4 p.m. So you can leave your seats here or bring it out with you, whatever you like.
Guck dir den Text dazu an.